Getting your local business to the top of the organic search results, especially in that map listing of Google, isn't it about some kind of trick, some kind of tactics, some kind of hack, or anything like that? It's a combination of things that really get you to the top. It's a combination of things that I theorize that Google's looking for. And I want to share with you guys what I really believe the search engine's actually looking for to give you one of those coveted three spots at the top of Google's map listings. What's up there, guys? Izzy here once again. Get Busy LLC, helping local businesses, contractors, home service businesses understand this internet, search engine optimization, website design to get them in front of the customers that are already looking for the services they have to generate some more leads. In this video, I want to talk about what I really think Google is looking for to get a business positioned into that three pack of Google and to some extent in the organic part underneath that map listing. You see, I get a lot of questions. A lot of people asking me about backlinks. People ask me about citations. People about ask me about the structure of their website. They ask me about geotagging their photos. They ask me of numerous different things of what they think would help them get to a better position, help their business get ranked higher. Which, of course, because what they're looking for ultimately is more leads for the business. The whole thing, everything about this stuff is just to get your business out in front of the people already looking for the service that you have and get you some more leads. But one of the things that I've noticed that people get confused about is they think it's one thing or another. Some people reach out to me and say, "Oh, I need to get more backlinks." Some people think that I just need to, SEO optimize my website the way it's structured. Some people tell me it's the Google Business Profile. They need to get more reviews. They need to do this. I really, really believe, like I said, everything on here on my channel here, all these SEO people online. At the end of the day, all SEO, in my opinion, is just theory. Everything is theory across the board. There are some universal things that Google's looking for, title tags, meta description, H1s, H2s, H3s, content, basic stuff across the board is what Google's looking for on pages and websites and things like that. But there's a combination of things. This is my theories that I believe that Google's looking for to place a business into that coveted three pack of Google's business profiles where most of people's clicks go, especially on these damn smartphones. Everybody's using their smartphones. I always tell people, even grandmas and grandpas are starting to use these smartphones. So I tell these business owners, I always describe it as a fit person. Let's take somebody who's extremely in great shape, in fitness, in great shape. They're not in shape just because they're out there, just lifting weights. They're not in shape out there just because they're doing a lot of cardio. They're not in shape out there because they just eat a good balanced diet. They're not in shape because they get plenty of sleep. They're not stressed out too much. They're in shape because of all those things together. So I tell somebody, let's say somebody who's, overweight, let's say somebody who's 50 pounds overweight, they're looking to get in shape. The first thing they start doing is they start going to the gym and just start lifting weights. Is that person going to get in shape strictly by lifting weights? Very, very unlikely. Totally depends, of course, on age. Somebody's younger is going to be a lot quicker. But just lifting weights alone is not going to get the job done. Let's say this guy's got bad eating habits. He doesn't sleep right. He eats a tremendous amount of junk. He drinks a lot, doesn't drink enough water, doesn't do any cardio, doesn't do any stretching. He can lift weights all he wants, but that's not going to get him in shape. Just like a website. If your website's not perfectly structured, the way it's designed, with all the proper meta titles, meta descriptions, H1s, H2s, the contents on the page, you can point backlinks all you want to that website. But if you don't have all the foundation set up, it's not going to rank well. Same with that overweight person. If they strictly just stick to, let's say, I'm going to start running, 30 minutes a day. Yes, they're going to start losing some weight, but there's going to be a threshold where they're not going to lose any more weight. Again, if they're continuing to eat like crap, not sleeping right, not lifting weights, not stretching, not drinking enough water, it's a combination of things. For that person that's 50 pounds overweight, it's going to be a universal change that needs to take place. You got to make sure you eat right, don't eat a lot of junk. All that combined creates a fit person. So the same thing happens with this website. So I want to share with you guys what I think the top 6 things I strongly believe that Google's looking for to push a business profile, Google business profile, to the top of the search results. And the reason I theorize this is because I've done it over and over and over again for a lot of different businesses and a lot of different industries. Plus, I continuously educate myself. I'm constantly on YouTube, just like you guys. I'm always learning even more. Once you get to a certain level, you want to learn more, and you get to another level, you learn more and learn more and more. And the more I learn, the more I come back here and kind of explain things that I've learned and try to simplify things and make it nice and easy. But here's the 6 things I strongly believe Google's looking for to get your Google business profile to the top of the search results. So here's that combination of things that I strongly believe this algorithm of Google's, especially for the map listing, that it's looking for in order to get you, the business owner, one of these top 3 positions. So let's take a look at the first one. The first one's pretty easy. Are you even using your Google business profile? It is stunning to see out there, even this in this day and age, that there is local contractors, home service, just local businesses that don't even have one of these things set up. It's stunning to see. But getting this thing verified, getting it all set up, filling it out correctly, making sure all of your services on there, writing description for each services, adding products, adding description for the products, uploading pictures, starting to post on the Google Business profile. These are all things that this search engine is actually looking for in order to start giving you one of these 3 spots for whatever industry you're in and the location that you're in. That's the number one thing that Google's looking for. Again, goes back to fitness, for example. To me, with fitness, nothing matters unless you're eating better. If you're not eating better, everything is it's going to go to waste. So for me, this is like the nutrition of this listing and getting yourself in the business profile. The next thing I strongly believe Google's looking for is if you, the business owner, are making an effort out there to try to promote your business. Now, how would you do that? By going out there and creating a listing on Yelp, creating a Facebook page, creating an Instagram page, maybe a YouTube channel, maybe a TikTok, going out there, get a listing on Yelp, on Home Advisor, directories related to your industry. You're out there making noise. You're out there actively trying to promote your business. Doesn't it make logical sense that Google's going to pay attention to a business who's trying to do that as compared to one who's just sitting around not doing anything online? They might be doing it out in the real world, but online. All of this is online. But this is usually a very easy fix. There's plenty of places you go online to get business listing citations get done for a few $100. You can get all of these done, and all they do is to go out there and start building out, putting your business name in directories online. I don't think it's a massive impact, but it's something that I believe that Google's looking for. Are you trying to promote your business? It's one of the things that Google's looking for to get you in this listing. Here's a big one for me. Did they spend money, time on their website? Did this business owner spend money, to spend time, to spend energy, put in the effort to really build out a really well structured website that's optimized for their customers? This dictating and showing the customers everything that they do across the board. So, for example, if you're a plumber, do you have a page for toilet installation? Do you have one for drainage clean out, new installation, emergency plumbing, whatever it might be? Well, I work with a lot of asphalt paving contractors. So for my clients and the guys I help out, I always tell them you need an asphalt driveway page, you need an asphalt parking lot page, you need a seal coating page, you need a road paving page, you need a striping page, and then you need subcategories. You need overlays for your driveways. You need resurfacing for your driveways, new installation of driveways, seal coating of driveways, repairs on driveways, things like that. All of those combined and make sure that the website is easy to flow. It's designed for a customer to actually want to fill out the email form or dial the number that's on the website. Did that business owner spend time, energy, and effort in creating a super well optimized website and it's SEO optimized for the service they provide in their location? This is a huge ranking factor because when you connect that website to your business profile, this is where the business profile is gathering this information to share with your potential customers. Because I theorize that Google doesn't even want people to go to the website, and Google's reading the website for the potential customer out there. So if Google sees that you are an asphalt paving contractor and you do driveway repairs specifically, and somebody in this area types in driveway repair company near me, your business has a high potential to show up because Google's reading that on your website that you have structured for your business. Here's another huge one. Is this business getting reviews online? Not only that, are they getting them on other platforms? And are they getting them in that local region? This to me is a massive, massive ranking factor as well. You can have all of these 3 perfectly set up, and if you have 0 reviews on there, you're going to have a difficult time ranking your business here in this Google business profile. And Google knows when you get a review from somebody that's 5 miles away, 6 miles away, 2 miles away, somebody 3 miles up north, somebody 8 miles down south. It knows the IP addresses. It knows where you're getting these reviews. And Google will see like a Yelp listing. If you have a Yelp listing and see the reviews on there, you have a home advisor page, you see the reviews on there, whatever platforms are out there. I believe that Google's out there scouring the internet, making sure that you're legit, that you're a good business owner, you're getting reviews all over the place, and they're going to place you here in this Google business profile because Google wants to give the end user the best search results possible so they can continue using the search engine. Here's a pretty big one too. Are they getting backlinks to their local website? Now, backlinks, in my opinion, there's only two types of backlinks you should be getting. Number one, a backlink from a live website with live traffic that is related to the industry that you're in. So, for example, if you are a home remodeling business, are you getting links from home improvement websites? But those sort of links. And are you getting a steady flow of them related to the industry? And the second one is probably more important to me. Are you getting local links? Are you getting links that are relevant to the local area where you're from? And some of the easy ones to get there are just local Chamber of Commerce links. Get a link from your local Chamber of Commerce. If there's a town over 10 miles away that you do service for as well, get one from there. They're going to cost you several $100, but do it. And that is a big ranking factor when it comes to getting your business to the business profile. You notice that it's a combination of things. You see what I'm saying? So I can just have a business profile and point all the backlinks in the world to my website, but if all of these other things are missing, you're wasting your time. And the final thing I think Google's looking for when it comes to ranking a Google business into this three pack is brand recognition. I really believe I have really nothing to back this up. This is something that I think about, that I really think that Google's looking for brand recognition. And this is why I theorize that sometimes you get a business out here that's outranking somebody that's only got like 6 reviews, who might not have like the best looking website. They got the fundamentals done, but they're outranking other people. And sometimes there's some links, especially some smaller markets. There's business profiles that are ranking without even a website set up. And one of the things I theorize is the reason Google's doing this is, I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say that I am a plumber right here where I live. It's Paso Robles, California, and I am well known in the community. I have a truck that says Izzy's Plumbing. I've been here for 10 years. I've been doing business for 10 years. I don't go online. I don't really care. I do have some reviews here and there, but people look me up in my town, in the town of Paso Robles where I live. They pull out their smartphone and physically type in my business name, Izzy's Plumbing, and they hit enter and they look for my business profile. They click on there and call me directly off of there. I believe that sends a message to Google that I'm well known in this area for plumbing. So when somebody looks for a plumber in Paso Robles, my listing might show up because of that signal alone. Does that make sense? So this is why going forward, I'm looking into this section a lot more. Brand recognition. This is where I think social media will come in, do an Instagram post if you have a YouTube page, even those yard signs. This is why businesses have even like billboards. People see the name on the street or whatever, and they type it in their local town, and they are a well-known business in that location. And this is why it's another huge factor in getting local backlinks. So some of these local backlinks could be getting links from donating to little league teams in your town, donating to a charity in your town, sponsoring the Christmas light parade that you have in town, and they have a website that displays your business on there. People will look up your business name associated with the service that you provide, and it will help in ranking your business here at the top of the search results. So now, knowing all of that, you might think that it might be difficult to get your business profile ranking at the top of the search results, when in actuality, it really isn't all that difficult. I mean, as the years go by and people start figuring this out, so a little bit more, it's going to be competitive. But let's say, for example, in the town here where I live, like I said, it's 30,000 people. Let's say I'm a plumber. There's probably only like 10 to 12 different plumbers in this town. So all I have to do is be one of the top 3 out of those 12 plumbers online and just beat out my competition. And I'm going to get more exposure in that 3-pack of the Google business profile. So naturally, I'm basically just got to do the minimum to make that happen. So, but if you're in a town, like say I'm a plumber now and I want to do some plumbing out in Fresno, California, where there's 500,000 people just in that town, that's not counting the towns in the exterior part. At that point, there's probably 50 75 different plumbers. Now I really got to get my shit in gear and get all this stuff set up properly. Really optimize the Google business, set up that badass website, get backlinks, all of this stuff. But naturally, there's a lot more business there. Of course, they're going to get more money because there's a lot more business to be had in that town as compared to this town. Not as much business. So it doesn't really matter the industry. But this is basically what I wanted to showcase on this video. Just give you like a bird's eye view of everything that's needed to really get your business to the top of these search results. But is it worth the effort? Yes, because I would say most people look for a local business, especially in an industry they don't know about. They'll go on their smartphone, type in, like for example, asphalt paving company near me, hit enter, whatever shows up there is more than likely what they're going to call. That's exactly what I do. And like a lot of times I tell people, I just blow through the ads because I can't stand ads. And I just go to whatever shows up in that 3-pack and start my researching right there. So if you guys need help with any of this stuff, learning how to do all this stuff for yourself, implementing all this stuff on your website, your business profile, all the backlinking strategy, everything, you can go to the description below. I have a little group where I show everybody step by step how to do all of this on their own. And at the same time, you'll also realize it might be a little bit overwhelming. You might not want to do this crap at all. You could book a call with me and I could show you if I can do this for you, take care of all of this so you don't have to deal with it. Again, you could book a call there in that same little group. But like I tell most business owners, just start with a Google business profile. Set that thing up first before you do anything. Again, it just goes back to if you're trying to get fit, what's the most important thing? It's your nutrition. So I say go out there and get your Google business profile set up. That's the first thing you need to do. Then start setting up your homepage on your website and start structuring and get things going right there. As a matter of fact, I created a video that shows exactly what you should write on the homepage of your website, which is going to be the most important page, to start gaining the trust of Google and start working your way into that 3-pack of the Google business profile. You can check out the video right here. And that's all I got for you guys today. Until next time.